Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Thank you very much for tuning into Inter Worldwide. This is a really quick video while I'm on the clock because I haven't done anything for a few days and I thought there is a little bit of news out there. Why not treat people to just a little video? So if you do make it onto this video, leave a like and let us know where you're from. Once again, I'm a little bit lazy, so I'll do the live thing so that once I press stop recording, it's already there for people to see. What's going on, my brother from another mother? It is Bruno. I cannot wait to see your beautiful face again. Just like I cannot wait to see Inter play again. We're in the middle of an international break, but after the way that we've been playing lately, 9 people here. Hey, that was a nice little jump. Like the video, let me know who's here, and just for that, I'll stick around on the clock, maybe until I get a phone call and get in trouble from my real job. But thank you for joining in, and we're just going to cover some really basic stuff today. Just really basic stuff. All right, Bruno, you're funny, aren't you? You're just full of the jokes today, aren't you, mate? So, guys, without further ado, just let me make sure and say that this video is sponsored by SERIE A Fantasy, the fantasy football platform exclusive to SERIE A. Here is their amazing Twitter account, and yeah, a big part of the reason Inter are doing well is Milan Skriniar. SERIE A Fantasy. Thanks for acknowledging that, and I think that should be a sign for everybody to go and put Inter's roaring lion as their centre back, to be honest. Why not? Guys, it's a fantastic interactive platform that we've already got 37 members in our Inter Worldwide, in our Inter Worldwide competition. So absolutely nothing to complain about there. All you guys need to do is to go over to the SERIE A Fantasy website, click on the private leagues tab, and make sure you put in this code right here, and you can enter our fantasy tournament. I am coming third. I was coming second last week. Not cool. Not cool at all. I can guarantee you it's got something to do with my midfield selections. I have not made many good midfield selections. So, guys, head over to SERIE A Fantasy. It's a ball of fun at the moment, and we're not stopping that anytime soon. I've put some links in the description, not only for the SERIE A Fantasy website and our code, but where you can find them on the socials, along with Inter and Football Worldwide. What's going on, Emilio? It's good to hear from you, and always good to have Don Samer in the chat. I've had some internet issues lately, and I can already tell I'm not buffering the same way I usually am. So we are going to keep this really quick today. In the title and in the description is what we are going to cover. So let's just start from the top. Alexis Sanchez. Now, I actually can't get this Instagram post because he deleted it straight away. I spent the last 10 minutes trying to find it in case someone saved it, but unfortunately I didn't. If you don't know the context behind this, basically Alexis Sanchez put up an Instagram post after our match against Sassuolo with his Lamborghini in the dust, basically saying that you can be worth a lot, or you can be worth this, or you can be worth that, but you still might not be in the right spot. What an absolute pansy, fancy pants thing to say. What is it with these athletes, guys? Honestly, these athletes continue to impress me with their physicality, and then they just turn into the favorite word of my friend Mario Galliano, mental midgets. Alexis, shut up, bro. Honestly, you are injured more often than you're not. If you're fit now, that's great. We've got Edin Dzeko scoring goals. Lautaro Martinez is before you on the list. We brought in Correa. If you don't know your place and you really think your wage matters more than your performance on the pitch, take a hike, bro. Take a hike, because we know under Inzaghi we're not going to get the same systematic processes as you were performing under Conte. You don't have your link up with Hakimi and Lukaku ready to go. Alexis Sanchez, thank you for what you've done for Inter. You've got the 19th pendant, bro. Take it and leave. And I know I sound a little... All right, I get it. He deserves more game time with the schedule, Bruno. But does that mean you have to come out like a petulant kid? I'm over these athletes coming out and doing the whole passive-aggressive thing on social media. You know better than anyone. Back in the day, this would have got you a slap on the neck in the changing room, bro. Modern-day athletes, overpaid, overprivileged, full of themselves. Since this guy was at Arsenal, he has done nothing but sulk everywhere he's gone, man. Everywhere he's gone. His best years are behind him. Yes, he deserves more game time now, but guess what? If he and his massive $7 million a season wage piss off in January, it'll be better for us. Absolutely better for us. No excuse to try and flip. 100%, bro. So let's talk a little bit about the potential replacement. Now, this Raspadori kid, good talent, great talent, probably going to be better for us in the long run to get him in January, because I was thinking this season, if he has another season like he did last season, he started 5 out of 7 games for Sassuolo this season, by the way, keeping Scamacca on the bench and making sure, enjoy hard, bro. My G, enjoy your $7 million a year and chill. Go and post your passive-aggressive Lamborghini somewhere else, man. Honestly, I don't think he'd try and whinge like that in his hometown, to be honest. But this Raspadori kid, if he was to have a season this season like he was last season, we'd probably be looking at 40 million, 30, 40 million for this guy. And that's too much. It's way too much. So with the Raspadori situation, he's dropped a bit of form in his last 2 games. He put in a stinker against Inter, like a proper, I don't want to be here playing this game stinker. And I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, he's one of the biggest Inter fans in Serie A not playing at Inter. It makes sense. If we could come in January and maybe pick this kid up for maybe 5-10 million on loan with a promise to redeem for 15-20, it might be in our best interest to make that deal happen. Get him in Hungary halfway through the season and just get him to run riot for us and score some goals. We are going to need the rotation. Raspadori has a future in Serie A. Alexis Sanchez has a future in the MLS. Okay, so let's just realize where we're at the moment. We've got a chance where our asset we're looking to get rid of is on 7 million a season. There might even be some chumps out there in January that give us 3 to 5 million in cash for the guy. Maybe some teams in Brazil or Argentina or even somewhere else in Europe. Alexis Sanchez is a marketable player. This is a player that will still leave with clubs wanting to sign him. It's not like he's going to be a player that nobody wants. The salary is a problem. He's already taken a pay cut in the past to go from United to us. I don't see why he wouldn't take another pay cut to go somewhere smaller, because let's face it, if your ceiling is 7 million, how low can your floor be? It's 7 million. As King Darian said, just chill, bro. Just chill. Omar's coming back in. Raspadori, a true interista, coming in from Libya. Thank you very, very much for coming in again, Omar. There's 11 people right now. Just forgive me so I can go through my work chat. We at Inter Worldwide and by no way endorse the cross collaboration of work while you are on the clock. That's good. What else? What else we got? Okay, there's a date for the Supercup confirmed. The Inter Juve Supercup will be played on the 22nd of December in Saudi Arabia. God, what for? This money, this modern money grabbing sport, eh? So yeah, that was actually pretty big news, even though nothing else has really been said. That we're going to play the Super Copa match in December on the 22nd in Saudi Arabia. So that has been announced. That's going to happen, and yeah, that's another nice little cash grab for Serie A to get some Saudi money as well. Who else is thinking about something Saudi in this sense here, that maybe we can go there and strike a deal with the Saudi PIF fund that's worth $325 billion that just splashed on Newcastle? Some of these rumors coming out of that the PIF and Newcastle are also interested in Inter. That would be fantastic. I mean, the Premier League, Newcastle and St. James Holdings Limited, they basically today settled their dispute over the takeover of the club. This is very important because the Premier League has been trying a few things to maybe just put a few roadblocks into this this partnership. But now that it's been allowed, this is a huge turning point for Newcastle United. Newcastle United are coming back into football as a force over the next maybe 2 to 5 years. So if they're interested in investing, it's time to sell, because we've already seen the rumors come out that Inter still, after taking the 260 million euro loss, still need to raise 100 million by June next year. Now, that's not 100 million in transfer fees. Let's just not get that twisted. So with ticket prices staying and with crowd capacity being opened up to 75%, we should be able to raise almost half of that in marketing and revenue on our own. And we might need to sell one player. If it is a big player like Lautaro, we'll discuss that a little bit later on. Two more things to talk about. The first one is Lautaro getting a slight injury scare, picked up a knock, and he's out of tonight's Argentina game against Paraguay. He was expected to start. Is this a serious injury, or is it precautionary, or is this Beppe Marotta just basically telling Lautaro, you make sure you go down and you stay down in training on international duty, because we are not going to, we're not going to do that. Just don't make Inter Newcastle's feeder club. I highly doubt if we were both owned by the same owner that a club of our stature would be doing the whole feeding process. That would be a conflict of interest as well. However, it's very, very important to be said that these Inter players that are about to get a contract renewal know that there's a project here for Inter. And that's the last talking point of this video, is our current contract situation. It's been a really nice 10 minutes to be joined by all you lovely people. Make sure you like the video, share it around, and also let me know what you'd like to see on Inter Worldwide over the next maybe week and a half. I'm going to do a podcast tomorrow with two very, very familiar faces and friends. I can't wait to bring them on. Hopefully all goes well timing-wise, and I don't need to back out of that. So tune in around about this time tomorrow, maybe slightly earlier, not too sure. But anyway, there'll be a podcast coming out and a nice chat between two old friends and two good friends of the channel as well. Barella, 24 years old. We're looking to extend till 2026. That won't be a problem. That'll probably be the easiest one because he's uno di noi. Marcelo Brozovic's father is currently going to meet Inter in the next 2 days. It's very important that we lock down Brozovic for a couple years more, just in case we do want to sell him over the next year or so. We can still get a nice figure. At the moment, he's the most at risk of leaving for free with only 6 months left on his contract. Brozovic renewal has to come first. However, the most advanced renewal at the moment is none other than what we've been speaking about, Lautaro Martinez. His agent and he himself, and even people in his entourage have come out saying like he's really happy at Inter. He's taken the next step. And this is really, really, really good because Lautaro Martinez is obviously our best goal scorer. But we've replaced Ronaldo, we've replaced Ibrahimovic, we've replaced Eto'o, we've replaced Lukaku as of late, we've replaced Icardi. Lautaro is going to be our most replaceable player for the fee that he's going to get. If Lautaro Martinez scores 25 goals this season and someone from England or Spain or anybody else comes along with a $70, $80 million offer, we take that. We take that because as brilliant as Lautaro is, and I hate speaking about this early, he is the sort of player that we might need to cash in and replace just to make sure your likes of, just everybody else has a good extension and has a future here at Inter. Maybe things will go better for us financially off the pitch in the next 3 to 6 months to a point where selling Lautaro isn't an option. That's great. I'd love to be in that position. While Suning is in charge, I refuse to believe it. As I maintained after we sold Lukaku, keep your dirty hands off the Italians. Keep them off Barella, keep them off Bastoni. Let them grow with this club. Everybody else is semi-replaceable to an extent. Okay, Gerald's back again. I don't get Alexis. He just came from an injury. How many, bro? Don't even start, bro. This guy, he pissed me off when he said that, but I wasn't surprised. Athletes these days, man. I don't know if anybody saw France play this morning. They had no tactical direction, and they literally scored three goals in the last half an hour against the Belgium team who thought they had the 3 points wrapped up. My point by saying that is it honestly looked like a bunch of overhyped, overpaid Hollywood actors on a pitch. And that's what a lot of football is at the moment. These contract renewals are absolutely ridiculous. Agents hold so much power, so much power. Darwin Nunez has Lautaro's replacement. I do know who that is, and I know he's good, but I don't think we're looking for someone to come in and replace Lautaro unless they're ready to score goals. In that sense, Raspadori is a good addition, but then we'd need somebody else. So let's not talk too much about that because that's a problem for next season. Lautaro is here to make sure that we have a successful season. Is there anything that you guys would like to talk about or cover before I head off and make sure I don't get into too much trouble on this lovely Friday working day in Southwest Sydney, Australia? In terms of other targets, I'm pretty sure Nathan Hernandez is actually going to join us in January. He is hella pissed. He wanted to be in Inter by now. He could have been in a team that looks like they're going to challenge for the Scudetto. Instead, he is dead last, being coached by Walter Pazzari. Not good. Hernandez to force a move in January. That's the guaranteed transfer for me. I'm hoping for Raspadori and Hernandez in January. Yo, looking at our team now, if we lose Sanchez and get Raspadori and Hernandez in January, I'll just start applauding, man, because that's the sort of deals we want to do. Those are the sort of deals we want to do to keep us competitive and make sure that we don't end up in the pits. To the 13 people that have decided to stick around, I didn't expect double digits. That's really, really nice to see. That will be all from me today. Make sure you are checking out all the links in the description. Like and subscribe to Football Worldwide as well. That is the platform with my brothers Bruno, Jonathan, and Mo, and we are talking all European football on there. Gerald says, sorry, Amp, but Spain also played the second half versus Italy like they had the game wrapped up. Oh, mate, Italy's performance in the second half was awesome yesterday, taking it to Spain. It's a shame that a series of unfortunate events in the first half really disappointed the result, which means that, honestly, Bastoni is at fault for the first goal. However, he's out of position because he's also covering for Bonucci and Di Lorenzo. I think the whole Italian defense were awful in the first half. Insigne's miss really made sure that we were on the back foot. And then, obviously, yeah. Oh, yeah, guys, subscribe to Twitch. Make sure you do that. Make sure you definitely subscribe to Twitch and make sure you see Samer lose on FIFA. I'm sure it's very, very fun. So, yeah, that's pretty much it from me today, guys. DeMarco says, where are we getting the money from, though? Bro, we don't need tangible cash at the moment. You just need to make your paperwork look good. And our paperwork would say lose $7.5 million of wages. And, you know, even if we've got a little bit of pocket money, like 5 million or so, 10 million or so, you do those little loans with obligation deals that don't actually impact your financial books at the moment, especially since I'm pretty sure we've already registered the finances and the report for 2021. Any deals and any business that is conducted now is actually on next year's balance sheet. You know what else is on next year's balance sheet? The Lukaku and Hakimi sales. So while we look in the pits at the moment, the 260 million lost, that's supposed to be the bottom of the barrel. That's supposed to be it. I'm not saying it is it, because there might be even worse, but after this, we should really be slowly scrapping, and our paperwork and our books should start to look more green. All right, we're still weathering the storm at the moment, still weathering it. If Alexis keeps this up, I think we should let him go and let Scamacca. Look, it's probably going to be Raspadori, so I don't see Scamacca going as well. That would be us hijacking Sassuolo's entire attacking bench. We need a true backup to Dzeko. 100% Scamacca would be the perfect backup to Dzeko. I'd even go as far to say that a lot of the time you could start him over Dzeko. Yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope everybody has a blessed day, a blessed weekend. Take care of your friends and your loved ones. From all of us here at Inter Worldwide and Football Worldwide, not just myself. Forza Inter, Forza Italia. Ciao, ragazzi.